There have been extraordinary success stories of record-breaking sales and acclaim, alongside soul-crushing lows of development hell leading to devastating flops. Usually our understanding is that good games sell well, while the truly awful ones are left to be forgotten. That isn't always the case, however. Sales numbers aren't always a solid indicator of a game's overall quality, with there being some genuinely incredible and genre-defining games failing to draw in the crowds. There are plenty of reasons why this could be the case, and the game, through no fault of its own, could be sent out to compete with equally great titles that happen to sell better, among other reasons. While some of the titles on this list have gone on to achieve the recognition they've deserved since day one, they nevertheless failed to make much of an impression when they first hit the scene. I'm Jess from What Culture, and here are 10 phenomenal video games nobody bought. Number 10, The Saboteur, 2009. The final game to come from Pandemic Studios before they closed their doors, The Saboteur can be described as Grand Theft Auto meets Assassin's Creed, set within a stylized German-occupied France. In it, you play as the Irish racing driver Sean Devlin, who becomes caught up in the French resistance. By combining third-person shooting with stealth, driving, and even some parkour, this title centered itself around a supremely playable mix of mechanics that kept moment-to-moment gameplay fun and fresh. The biggest draw, however, was undoubtedly the art design. Occupied areas of the city are presented in a slick black and white, punctuated with splashes of vibrant reds from blood sprays and explosions. It's only when enemy forces have been vanquished from that borough that the color returns to the Parisian streets, bringing them back to vibrant life. For everything that this game got so spectacularly right, it's a tragedy that The Saboteur went completely under the radar on release. It's only in the past few years that this cult classic has begun to get the recognition it deserves. Between the developer's closure and the lack of interest at launch, the unfulfilled potential for a sequel has remained a sore spot for fans of this fantastic game.
KYC अपडेट के लिए अनजान लिंक खोलना मतलब चोरों के लिए अपना दरवाजा खोलना। रुको, चेक किया लिंक सिक्योर है। सेंडर आपका बैंक है। फर्जी KYC अपडेट, लिंक से बचिए।
झूठी जल्दबाजी में ना फंसिए।
RBI कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Number 9, Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, 2012. Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning was doomed to fail from the start. Arriving just 3 months after the world-shaking release of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, this vibrant and ambitious RPG didn't stand a chance, despite having a lot of good things going for it. High-profile names like acclaimed author R.A. Salvatore, comic book artist Todd McFarlane, composer Grant Kirkhope, and Elder Scrolls designer Ken Rolston were all attached to the project. Set in a sprawling fantasy world brimming with personality, Amalur enabled players to create and tweak their chosen hero to their liking, while allowing for experimentation and variety. In short, the gameplay was exceptional for 2012. Amalur received glowing reviews from critics and remains a beloved cult hit to those who played it. Sadly, this underrated RPG didn't make much of a splash in terms of sales. Whereas Skyrim racked up over 3 million copies in the first 48 hours, Amalur barely scraped half of that in the first 3 months. Moreover, the unimpressive sales figures combined with massive overspending by developers 38 Studios saw the studio close their doors for good soon after. With a remaster cracking the UK sales charts though, it's safe to say Amalur did get a happy ending. Number 8, The Surge 2, 2019. Set within a dystopian near future that's been overrun by rogue machinery, The Surge's challenging combat and epic enemy encounters drew comparisons to Dark Souls. But Deck 13's title was more than a generic sci-fi Souls-like. It was genuinely forward-thinking, and came with the neat idea of targeting specific parts of enemies to acquire the best loot. The sequel likewise took the foundations of its predecessor and built upon them in substantial ways, with the combat system seeing the greatest improvement. Not only was there a wider variety of enemy types, but enemies could now coordinate with each other thanks to an improved AI system. Moreover, the introduction of new weapon types and character customization meant that players could now experiment with different playstyles, with a revamped parry system adding a further level of challenge to encounters as well. Put simply, The Surge 2 was bigger, better, and a more refined iteration of what the first game offered. While this title earned favorable reviews from critics, the interest from consumers just wasn't there. Since its launch, this title, along with the series, has since fizzled into obscurity. Given that The Surge 2 is more than a generic Souls-like, this fate was unmerited.
मम्मी सोने दे आज थोड़ा सा कल फिर सपनों का बोझ उठा लूंगा 2 साल से नींद से लड़ रहा हूँ आज बस खुद को थोड़ा सा थाम लूंगा रात के 3 टेबल पे किताबें कॉफी ठंडी भारी आंखें फॉर्मूले याद हैं पर मैं नहीं कब आखिरी बार हंसा याद नहीं तू कहती है बस थोड़ा और माँ बदन भी कुछ कह रहा है हर दिन मजबूत बनना सिखा पर रात को सब टूट रहा है मम्मी सोने दे आज थोड़ा सा कल फिर खुद को साबित करूंगा तेरे सपनों मेरे वादों
Number 7. Sunset Overdrive, 2014. Set to be a flagship title for the Xbox One, Insomniac's Sunset Overdrive proudly wore its charismatic personality on its sleeve, as it saw us bounce and zip around Sunset City while eliminating gooey energy drink monsters. Traversal was just as snappy as the writing. It was simply an all-round blast to play. It's understandable then why this Xbox exclusive launched to rave reviews, and why Microsoft seemed to hope that this game would help boost the sales of their new console. But this wasn't the case. Despite having everything going for it, Sunset Overdrive reportedly only shifted a disappointing 1.16 million copies to consumers. For comparison, Insomniac's infamous Second Son launched the same year and sold more units in its first 9 days. The reason for this game's disappointing performance was likely due to a combination of Microsoft's notoriously mishandled launch of the Xbox One, alongside confusing marketing. Though the trailers and snippets of gameplay we were shown at the time looked flashy and entertaining, nobody knew exactly what the game was. With the title still included as part of Xbox Game Pass, curious players still have the chance to dive into this wild ride and see what it was they missed. Number 6. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem.
The hardest thing is to get started. You have to get it on paper.
We have started to deal with computers in higher and higher levels of abstraction.
Just push a button.
Rapid prototyping allows you to identify what's important early on. You're able to learn very quickly.
People then end up spending more time on the decisions of what they want to actually make.
2002. While Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem is now revered as a cult gem and often attributed as being one of the greatest horror games ever made, it nevertheless failed to make any sort of impact when it launched on the GameCube in 2002. Despite its revolutionary gameplay mechanics and critical acclaim, Eternal Darkness was a massive commercial failure, selling fewer than 500,000 copies worldwide. After inheriting an ancient book full of evil knowledge from her grandfather, the plot follows Alexandra Roivas as she uses the Eldritch Tome to unveil the hidden secrets of its previous owners. However, the game is most famous for its sanity system, which obliterated the fourth wall. From manipulating the TV volume to displaying error messages and announcing that save files had been erased, the devilish design of this survival horror ensured that those who played it were in a perpetual state of unease. Eternal Darkness's commercial failure was down to it only being available on the GameCube, where the audience for survival horror just wasn't there. With Nintendo promptly axing a follow-up and a crowdfunding campaign for a spiritual successor bombing, the biggest tragedy is fans will probably never see this iconic classic resurrected from the dead.
The hardest thing is to get started. You have to get it on paper.
we have started to deal with computers in higher and higher levels of abstraction.
Just push a button.
Rapid prototyping allows you to identify what's important early on. You're able to learn very quickly.
People then end up spending more time on the decisions of what they want to actually make.
Number 5, Okami, 2006. Instantly recognizable thanks to its gorgeous art style that makes this fantastical game look like a stunning watercolor painting, Okami is a wondrous action-adventure game inspired by Japanese folklore. In it, players step into the paws of Okami Amaterasu, a sun goddess who takes the form of a white wolf, where you use the unique mechanic of a magical paintbrush to help defeat enemies and solve puzzles. Originally released on the PlayStation 2, Okami earned unanimous critical adoration and garnered the beginnings of a die-hard fanbase. Unfortunately, this praise didn't translate into sales. The commercial performance was nothing short of disastrous. By the end of 2007, this masterpiece struggled to achieve 270,000 sales worldwide. Releasing on the Nintendo Wii a year later proved to be not much better, with sales hitting only 600,000. The result was so terrible that this game was named the least commercially successful winner of a Game of the Year award by Guinness in 2010. Following Okami HD's release on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, however, this Zelda-like adventure would go on to sell a whopping 3.8 million copies as of 2022. It took over 15 years, but Okami finally has an audience deserving of its legacy. Number 4, Psychonauts, 2005.
यार 5 पॉइंट की अपॉर्चुनिटी थी, चार्ट से ऑर्डर पर गया ही था कि कैंडल बुझ गई।
प्रॉब्लम यहाँ नहीं, वहाँ है। रुक, मैं तेरी अपॉर्चुनिटी की सही विंडो खोलता हूँ। ये देख, धन चार्ट पर स्कैल्पर, एक स्पेशल विंडो जहाँ ऑर्डर सीधा चार्ट्स पर खुले। क्विक इन, क्विक आउट।
थैंक्स सर।
थैंक्स मत बोल, सही खिड़की खोल।
धन पे स्कैल्पर, क्विक इन क्विक आउट हो और अपॉर्चुनिटीज कैप्चर हो, ताकि एक ट्रेडर कभी रुके नहीं।
धन है
तो डन है।
धन मेड फॉर ट्रेड।
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Coming from the mind of Tim Schafer, the madcap creator behind Full Throttle, Grim Fandango, and Day the Tentacle, zany 2000s platformer Psychonauts is still cherished today for its imaginative gameplay, hilarious writing, and its memorable cast of oddball characters. In it, we play as Raz. He's a hot-headed youngster with psychic abilities who runs away from home with grand ambitions of becoming a psychonaut, an elite group of spies able to enter the minds of others. However, when the summer camp he's attending is attacked by the crazed Dr. Loboto, it's up to him to save the day. For all the adoration this game has received over the years, including a highly anticipated and equally acclaimed sequel in 2021, it's staggering to think that barely anyone played Psychonauts. By the end of its first year, the award-winning game struggled to sell 100,000 copies, which cost publisher Majesco Entertainment $18 million in losses. Psychonauts sold 400,000 copies by 2012, but it wasn't until Double Fine put their game on digital platforms in 2015 where sales began to pick up. As of 2015, Psychonauts has sold approximately 1.7 million units, which is still an audience smaller than what the game deserves. Number 3, Beyond Good and Evil, 2003. Set on the distant mining planet Hillis, Beyond Good and Evil saw players take on the role of photojournalist turned resistance fighter Jade, who, alongside her anthropomorphic pig uncle Paige, find themselves in a fight against alien invaders known as the DOMs. Combining fluid combat with platforming, puzzle solving, stealth, and racing, this title was a breath of fresh air when it launched in 2003. And when we weren't preoccupied with saving the world, we were just as enthralled with taking in the environments and photographing the wildlife. Another game that's since garnered a dedicated cult following, Beyond Good and Evil likewise failed to make an impact on audiences when it launched. While there are no official sales figures available, the game has been recognized as a commercial failure. With a complete lack of marketing for the game at the time, alongside some incredible titles launching at the time like The Simpsons Hit and Run, Manhunt, and Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, it's not hard to see what happened. Ubisoft's game was sadly lost in the crowd. With a sequel stuck in development limbo, however, the future of this series is still unknown for the collection of fans. Number 2, System Shock 2, 1999.
I'm gonna get a
prototype.
The hardest thing is to get started.
It's the ideas and the choice of which ones to flush out that I think are very human discipline.
We have started to deal with computers in higher and higher levels of abstraction. Just push a button.
Rapid prototyping allows you to identify what's important early on.
People then end up spending more time on the decisions of what they want to actually make.
सब राज्य खुश है हाँ ले फिर आ गए
बैजा मेरी गड्डी में छोटी नहीं बड्डी में पीला तेनू होड़ गया सोते जदों छड्डी वीआईपी वीआईपी तेरा बलवा वीआईपी 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 तेरा बलवा वीआईपी
गड्डी काली रखे से वो मुंह पे गाली रखे से लाया पटियाला ते डब में वो पतौली रखे से वो सारे जिले में जिसका टोरा
System Shock 2 is frequently praised for the enormous influence it's left on modern games. Alongside being creator Ken Levine's precursor to BioShock, a game which was marketed as System Shock's spiritual successor, this title is routinely named as the inspiration behind gaming heavyweights like Dead Space and Prey. After an unnamed amnesiac soldier awakens to find the Von Braun starship they're on board has become infested with alien parasites, the game sees them explore the ship's claustrophobic corridors to discover what horrors befell the crew. By blending taut survival horror action and role-playing elements with immersive level design and jaw-dropping plot twists, System Shock 2 was remarkably ahead of its time for 1999. Despite its revolutionary design, critical acclaim, and multiple awards, it nevertheless failed to find an audience, selling less than 60,000 copies within its first year. It didn't help that it launched between Half-Life and Deus Ex. However, the final nail in the coffin was when all support was stopped shortly after its launch. This meant that it wasn't long until the title was completely unplayable. Thanks to a team of dedicated modders whose work paved the way for a re-release of the game, System Shock 2 was saved from disappearing forever. Number 1. Earthbound, 1995. Known as Mother 2 in Japan, Earthbound was the second entry in the Mother trilogy and is commonly held as being one of the best Nintendo games of all time. Set in the modern day, this fantastically bizarre RPG saw protagonist Ness fight back against a cosmic force of evil known as Gygus alongside his friends. With quirky dialogue that frequently broke the fourth wall and insane sections of gameplay that tasked us with catching zombies with flypaper and fighting a demonic tent, it was impossible to tell what bonkers thing this game would throw at us next. It's unbelievable then that Earthbound was a cataclysmic failure in the US, selling a measly 140,000 copies. The reason for this was down to horrific marketing. For some unfathomable reason, advertising executives decided to promote the game in Nintendo Power, not on its ingenious qualities, but on the idea that it, quite literally, reeked. For readers of the popular magazine, their first introduction to Earthbound was giant text boldly declaring, "This game stinks." Alongside this discouraging statement were an assortment of scratch and sniff pictures that smelled of farts and rotten food. Why anyone thought this was a clever idea is a mystery.
यार 5 पॉइंट की अपॉर्चुनिटी थी, चार्ट से ऑर्डर पर गया ही था कि कैंडल बुझ गई।
प्रॉब्लम यहाँ नहीं, वहाँ है। रुक, मैं तेरी अपॉर्चुनिटी की सही विंडो खोलता हूँ। ये देख, धन चार्ट पर स्कैल्पर, एक स्पेशल विंडो जहाँ ऑर्डर सीधा चार्ट्स पर खुले। क्विक इन, क्विक आउट।
थैंक्स सर।
थैंक्स मत बोल, सही खिड़की खोल।
धन पे स्कैल्पर, क्विक इन क्विक आउट हो और अपॉर्चुनिटीज कैप्चर हो ताकि एक ट्रेडर कभी रुके नहीं।
धन है
तो डन है।
धन मेड फॉर।
A little while ago, we made a list of 10 amazing games that barely anybody bought, and you guys rushed to the comments to tell us a couple of things. The first of which were the games on the list that you loved that you did actually buy, and the second was more games that deserved to be on the list. And so, as is tradition, we've thrown together a whole new list with your picks for incredible video games that deserve to be
Welcome, everyone, to Minneapolis on a Super Sunday that has the home team, Timberwolves, thinking about their own championship enshrinement and aspirations come June. All of this against the backdrop of the dog days of the NBA's regular season here in early February. As we take a look at the starting lineups. First up for the Los Angeles Clippers, Dunn and Leonard in the backcourt. Derek Jones Jr. his third game back after suffering a knee injury. John Collins on a heater, and Brook Lopez, the new 5 in place of Ivica Zubac. Meanwhile, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they've had the fewest different starting lineups in the NBA this year. Just 6 different times they've had a different starting lineup. DiVincenzo, Edwards, McDaniels, Julius Randle. His scoring average up 4 points per game this year. Minnesota coming off that disappointing loss a couple of nights ago here at home against New Orleans. Meanwhile, the Clippers defeating Sacramento in Sacramento on Friday night. As Dunn Gobert here, because we talked about it, you and I, how sometimes you paid the defensive tax as Edwards knocks down the game. Here's Collins, has a mismatch against DiVincenzo. Trying to walk him down and scores it on the jump hook.
And John Collins has
pocket pass to Gobert, couldn't make the catch on a good pass by Edwards.
And the challenge for both of these teams is playing without a true point guard. So which team can take care of the ball? Which team can get one another into offense?
Collins has been lacing threes over the last couple of weeks. Knocks down, kicks it to Lopez. Put Gobert on a flight, but couldn't cash out. Here's Randle in transition. Puts his head down, got packed on the glass. Back to Randle, driving it on the shorter Dunn, steps through. Edwards with the easy lay.
You take care of the ball. You get
Vincenzo knocked it out of Lopez's hands. Gobert with some room service.
I'm gonna get a
Prototype.
The hardest thing is to get started.
It's the ideas and the choice of which ones to flush out that I think are very human disciplines.
We have started to deal with computers in higher and higher levels of abstraction. Just push a button.
Rapid prototyping allows you to identify.
Derek Jones the other way. McDaniels with the steal. Jane McDaniels takes it in for the layup.
That learning how to gear down, learning how to decel, learning how to have the game slow down for you is important.
Whatever he's doing is working for him. Leonard inside with Jones. And he smoked the lefty layup. Had a great look at it. Leonard stare down 3 is pure.
And that's a tough one when you get mismatch opportunities.
Edwards trying to guard Leonard. This is a great matchup, folks. Edwards stayed down on the fake. Kawhi scored it anyway. He's up to 12 already in the first quarter.
And Mark, his pace, his poise, he doesn't get rushed. He's still got an eye on, are they going to send a double? He's just able to get to his spots.
Naz Reid on the foray to the bucket.
Net rating of any player on the team, a +9 when he's on the floor. And Ant with a steal and a breakaway. Edwards takes flight.
It's been a sloppy game with turnovers thus far.
Teams committing 11 combined turnovers, and there's another one. Dasumu takes it to the steal, got it. His first bucket is
to get younger, to get some draft capital and see what they can build around.
Bones Highland never hesitant, knocks down his first. Sanders, Randle switched. And a good identification. Nice pass there.
Getting some paint touches, getting some defensive rotations. Get the ball popping.
Christie on a straight line drive, followed up by Niedenhauser.
On the floor that are doing that, it promotes Anthony Edwards to do that. It promotes everybody else to do it as well.
Nas offensive rebound. Third try, got it.
Good stick-to-itiveness there from
Sanders, all helpless.
Yeah, he was in a pack of red jerseys right there and made it happen.
Miller fades and hits.
Good help by DiVincenzo. Christie. And here comes Bones. Highland pops clutch. Got to the cup and finished. Wow, a burst of speed by Bones. DiVincenzo goes 1 for 2 out to Highland. An unrepentant shooter. Bones knocks down another one. 5 points in the ball game for Niederhauser after the free throw. Reed, Randall still looking for his first field goal. Not anymore.
Well, he can eat up in a hurry.
Leonard out top against McDaniels. Off to the wing. Pulls the three. Got it. Kawhi Leonard. Reed working against Batum. Got it to go with the left. Highland on the break. Takes it in with the left. Missed it, and Randall there to have his back. Timeout Clippers and Ty Lue.
Shake it time and ring it, go and get yourself a whistle and blow. I just wanna holler when my soul feels free. Now blow. Now blow. Talking to the people in the breeze overseas. Now blow.
New Balance, we got now.
सब राज्य खुश है हाँ ले फिर आ गए
बैजा मेरी गड्डी में छोटी नहीं बड्डी में पीला तेनू होड़ गया सोते जदों छड्डी में
Ian, player development coach of the Timberwolves, Chris Hines, work on getting to his kill spots. They've got several on the floor. Leonard has a few too, got the layup at the rim. Chance for the Clippers to take the lead here. Dunn touches the paint. Great ball fake and knocked it down.
Coming out of that break, it was 24-10 advantage for Minnesota. The Clippers back-to-back buckets.
And Dosunmu has been shooting the three ball much better this season, a career high 45% from deep. Collins been on a heater too, and he knocks down another one. Rudy Gobert, who's missed a couple of the easy ones inside. Leonard on the lob over McDaniels. Kawhi Leonard up to 20.
And what a great feat.
Done right in his chest defensively. Good defense by the Clippers. Dosunmu. Gobert with the offensive putback. They empty the side out. Now a little help comes from
Now you're going to
Island.
see it. Yeah, now you're going to see two. But I don't think it can be soft.
Done from deep.
I don't think
24 games. That's the best record in the NBA going back to December 20th. Number 2 is a big reason why that frozen rope melts at the bucket. Edwards against Jones out top. On the cross. Low gather, and Jones took his cornbread. It's a 3-on-1. Collins to the rim. A swift conversion. Dosunmu picks him up. Dunn drives it on the baseline. Got the layup. Snakes the dribble. Partially blocked by Gobert. Inside, Gobert at the other end. Converts.
Can get them into action. You know, can get guys the ball in positions where they can be successful.
Lopez inside. Edwards averages just 21 points per game career-wise against the Clippers, which is the lowest against any team. Lopez with rim protection.
3-and-D, right, in his career, and he can be an eraser at the rim.
Tough fadeaway by Randall is pure. Got 6 points.
And I think it's a challenge when the shot clock under 5 before one other player touches the ball in offense. And, you know, for the Timberwolves, again, they certainly want to get out in transition as John Collins hits the fadeaway.
He has been so important for this Clipper team. Here's Leonard isolated against Edwards. Tough fadeaway bucket. Kawhi Leonard with 20. Into the corner, Jones launching the three. That three-point stroke very much improved going back to the middle of the line. Lead is up to 19. Edwards, step back three on the way, got it. Maybe that'll get him untracked a little bit. Edwards. Leonard on the post up. Double team coming. Leonard with the step through, got it. That's no way to...
That possession. You got to string a few of those together.
Edwards to the corner, Randall for three. And Julius Randle knocked down his first three. 10 on a three ball. Here's Randall. Around the Gobert screen. Got to his spot and converts. Dunn turning the corner. Into the paint with the left. And Randall on the bust out dribble. The lob for Gobert and a finish. And for the first time in a long time, the lead is... Edwards one-on-one against Jones. Got to the paint. Oh, he caught a magic body.
Shake it, time and ring it, go on, get yourself a whistle and blow. I just wanna holler when my soul feels free. Now blow. Now blow. Listen to the people in the breeze overseas. Now blow.
New Balance.
AE detonates. Here's Leonard. McDaniels chasing him. Tough shot by Kawhi. He's hotter than...
The hardest thing is to get started. You have to get it on paper.
Get down there! All right, everybody pays attention. No one gets hurt. Go! Open the door! They'll get worse than hurt! Hey! Hey! Ah! Come on! Oh, finally! Don't do any crap! Let's go! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Hands behind your back. Come on, mister. We're giving you everything you want. Don't even think about it.
I'll do it. Oh, God.
Get in there. Sit tight. I'll handle the blasting. Don't blow yourself up. Pay attention. What's he doing? Hey! He's gonna kill us in here. Get these assholes in the closet. We didn't do shit to you. You, in the back. Come on. All set. Phone it in. I'm calling it. All right, we gonna do this? Huh? Show me the money. Slow and steady, T. Slow and steady. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's enough here for us all to enjoy. Depends on how you look at it. Come on, move it. Coming out, B. Give it up. I got him. I saw your face. I'll remember you.
We forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one of them?
I've seen his eyes. He's crazy. Fuck. You didn't have to do that. Let's get going. There'll be time for grieving later.
Yeah, you got that right.
Let's go. I'm setting the charges. They're on a timer, so brace yourselves. Oh, fuck, you hear that? Sirens. Fuck the cops. T, hit the shutter switch. What's this? Local resistance? It ain't supposed to go down like this. It never is. Come on, go! Come on, guys! They answered the wrong call. Get in their faces! Who snitched? We got a window. Let's go. Asshole! Can't be many more cops in this town. Bring 'em! This is fucked, man. The thing is blown. I got my share. It's still wide open. Here, let's go. Move, come on. The kid might have bailed. This wasn't in the job description. Let's move. Come on. Let's move it. Get in here. Did you see that shit? Fucking put that bitch's face against the glass. Did you see that? Yeah, you're a real stout. Fuck, how'd that happen? Go, 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 go! Jeez, I think they're gonna... Fuck! Look, we almost caught it! Guy's a dick! Fuck you! Fuck you! Come on, let's get to the chopper! We move quick, we can beat the train! We're getting there! Cops! Coming our way! Be cool! They ain't made this car yet. Man, I'll believe in this bird when I get eyes on it. Shit, shit, shit! Roadblock! Go right! Beat the train, man! You guys all right? Fuck! Come on! Ditch the car, all right? We can go this way to the chopper. No! Hey! Stick to the plan. What? Stick to the fucking plan. Come on! Where the fuck's the chopper? Fuck. 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 I'm gonna check around back. Ah! Oh, the fucking fence! Someone must have fucking talked! Alright, Brad's gonna be fine. We gotta get the fuck out of here! Fuck! I'm hit! Oh, Jesus! T, you gotta get out of here! I'm gonna leave you, Mikey! Go! God, I'm not gonna make it. I'm fucking gonna bleed out. Go! No! Fucking die! All of you! Kill me, you pricks! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! You fucking cocksuckers! Come on! Come on! Fucking stay back! You come near me! She's fucking dead! Stay back!
No! God, help me! Help! Oh.
Go! Go!
Michael was not always a good husband, not always a good citizen. He did not die a hero's death, but he was a man. Our Lord was crucified with 2 thieves, so perhaps we should not judge. We are born of sin, and we die in sin. And in this, Michael is like anybody else. Father, We do not know your infinite mysteries, but we know that you will show mercy to our friends.
तुलाच आठवण करतोय जानू तुलाच आठवण करतोय जानू तुझ्याच साठी रडतो झालो वेडा तुझ्यासाठी मी तुझीच वाट बघतो मी तुझीच वाट बघतो का जीव माझा जळतो मी तुझीच वाट बघतो का जीव माझा जळतो
Your son, James. He's a good kid.
He's a good kid? A good kid? Why? Does he help the fucking poor? No. He sits on his ass all day, smoking dope and jerking off while he plays that fucking game. If that's our standard for goodness, no wonder this country's screwed.
And what about you?
What about me? Hey. I don't have the advantages that kid has. By the time I was his age, I'd already been in prison twice. I robbed banks. I ran whores. I smuggled dope.
And you consider them achievements?
These were the opportunities I had. At least I took them.
And where did these opportunities get you, Michael?
They got me right fucking here. The end of the road. With a big house and a useless kid, and I'm stuck talking to you because no one else gives a shit. Oh, I'm living a dream, baby. And that dream is fucked. It is fucking fucked.
Let it all out.
I think I just did.
Oh, well, I think that's all we have time for. The same time next week?
I guess. Oh. I gotta tell you, I ain't too sure this shit is working for me.
Well, a sense of overriding futility is a vital part of the process. Embrace it.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm gonna get a
Prototype. The hardest thing is to get started.
It's the ideas and the choice of which ones to flesh out that I think are very human discipline.
We have started to deal with computers in higher and higher levels of abstraction. Just push a button.
Rapid prototyping allows you to identify what's important early on.
People then end up spending more time on the decisions of what they want to actually make.
I know just how you feel.